The announcement to recall Parliament was made through a special Gazette notice. Members of Parliament are expected to go through the changes to the law signed by President Uhuru Kenyatta on the 22nd of April 2016, as agreed with Wada. On the Gazette notice signed on the 15th of May 2016, the key agenda will be consideration in all stages of the Anti-Doping Amendment Bill 2016. Meanwhile, Sports Cabinet Secretary Dr. Hassan Wario returned home a relieved man, different from the manner in which he departed when Kenya had just been declared non-compliant.
I think we had a very successful meeting with Wada, and we still have some work to do. We have about 18 points to correct between us and Wada. The team is still there, part of the team. I've just come back because of some urgent things I need to attend to.
Now, Wada may not have given Kenya a deadline to comply with, but according to CS Wario, all the amendments will be inserted into the document within the next 2 weeks. Thereafter, it will be taken to Parliament. After that, the President will sign the document into law and it will be sent to Wada at their Montreal headquarters. This is what the roadmap to compliance looks like, and this time there will be no need for amendments to be passed back and forth between Kenya and Wada, because they will have been agreed upon in writing. When Wada receives the final bill, they will convene the compliance committee through electronic voting and give the nation the final result as soon as possible. Wada's key sticking point was that at some stage of the anti-doping lawmaking process, changes were made either at the ministry, parliamentary or senate stage, which differed from what had been agreed on with Wada.
Wada are not complaining about changes. I think Wada were asking questions. I think that's what we should get right. For instance, definitions. So they're asking questions. It was important that we had this face-to-face meeting.
For example, one of the concerns that worried Wada that clause 30.4 was targeted at athletes because it says, and I quote, "An anti-doping compliance officer may, with a warrant, arrest any person whom the anti-doping compliance officer suspects on reasonable grounds of having committed an offence under this act." End quote.
They didn't want a sports person to be arrested. They wanted a sports person to be banned or, to be under their own regulations, while you can arrest, say, Mr. X, who is running a shop and doing wrong things.
Wario also pointed out that according to Wada's code, a meeting with Kenya should have taken place before the country was declared non-compliant. Reporting for Citizen Weekend, I'm Wahiga Mwaura.